Pack Nation, I have been critical of Wade's coaching decisions this year, and today will be no different. I felt that since John Shire took over at Duke, they've blown the biggest leads in big games and small games. To me, that says the coach lacks in-game coaching ability. Okay, being able to make an adjustment or just draw up defensive or offensive plays, adapt to the flow of the game, change the lineups, or even your coaching philosophy. So far, Wade is no different. We were up 7 with 1 minute 7 seconds left. That gave us a 95.7% chance of winning. And we blew it. We turned the ball over, missed free throws, we fouled to stop the clock. I mean, we did everything you can do and must do to let someone come back and win that game. Guess how many timeouts Wade called? 0. That's probably because we were out of timeouts. Nope. We had 2. Well, the players called the timeouts, right? I mean, they can, but they did not call a timeout when they were trapped at the end of the game. And I don't understand why. Were they instructed not to call a timeout? I mean, they're seniors. Why didn't that cross their mind? Why were they so frazzled and unprepared for the trap? I mean, we press and trap ourselves. Coach says they work on that in practice. I hope that's a lie. Because if not, Wade is a terrible communicator. A middle school coach can get that message across to his team. Look, Wade takes responsibility for the loss, but not enough. Okay? He was outcoached, which wasn't that hard to do because Miami didn't do anything special. We gave it to them, put ourselves in a terrible position, which is that of the referee's hand. Okay? If you let a ref have his imprint on the game, he will do so. And it's hardly ever in NC State's favor. Wade didn't just save his mistakes for the end of the game, he made huge ones throughout this whole game. All right, most of them were lineup changes. He has a substitution pattern that he doesn't really stray away from. We were getting killed on the boards, yet he decided to continue to play small. He never played a Bube to spell playing two bigs at one time. He played Trey Holloman way more than he did Terrence Arsenault. And he better not try to say Terrence Arsenault was still hurt, okay? Because he looked just fine. Terrence Arsenault was able to give us what we were missing: rebound and toughness in the paint, okay? He had Abel going, subbed him out, causing him to cool off. If that wasn't enough, okay, he puts Paul back in, gets Paul going, subs him out to bring Abel back in. Just a lot of weird substitutions that aren't conducive to winning. They blatantly show he isn't adjusting during the game. This was a clear game that playing small wasn't going to work. Okay? Yet, he continued to do it. Now, we were leading by 7 or 8, so you would think it was working. But ultimately, at the end, our inability to rebound and defend caused huge problems. Lubin should not have been in the backcourt receiving the pass in the corner that resulted in a turnover. Okay, what play was that? Williams was the guy who was passing the ball in. He's also the one that committed the foul on the 3. I mean, Williams didn't have a great game. As our number one option, he really hurt us. He was so bad, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on him. Let's talk about Q. Q goes to the free throw line with us up 2. So 1-on-1. Now, we know from SMU that he was going to be shaky here. I mean, he missed both free throws there and admitted after the game that he was nervous. So Wade decides to pull everyone off the line with this guy shooting a one and one. Like, what? That makes no sense. That's a dumb move. Okay. He isn't clutch. He has heart, but he doesn't really have a clutch gene. So why put that man in that position? We know he is more likely to miss than to hit those. And you don't even want to try to sub in a bigger lineup to try to get a rebound, offensive rebound. I don't know if that's passive or just not smart at all. Okay. He may be known, and I'm talking about Wade, as one of the smartest coaches, the X and O wise. But his ability to apply that knowledge needs some refinement. Now let's address the foul call. I appreciate the hustle to get over there, by Williams. It showed he was trying to win, but man, that hurt. But we can't change the call at that point. So what we can do is try to ice this free throw shooter, right? We have two timeouts left. Use them. Kevin Keats actually did this and it worked versus Clemson one year. Y'all remember that? They do it all the time in football to the kicker. Why not try it? It's a thing. You can't take the timeouts with you. You won't be able to use them for the last shot. There were so many mistakes that irked me. Okay. I couldn't even watch this game back. I sat in the arena, wait for the crowd to clear, walked in my car, listen to Miami fans say F state, yelling out their car windows at our arena. Just really disappointed at Wade. Wade talks junk about this team. Okay. But dude, you're the coach. You need to make a change on how you prepare and get them ready for the moment. Say it's solely your fault. Don't bring up what the team did or didn't do that you've been harping on. That's irrelevant. If you didn't get your message through, you need to try something different. Hey, Nation, we do have the talent. And even with talent, coaching is needed. Okay? If not, they wouldn't be getting paid all this money. Right? At this point, the NIL is doing the recruiting for the most part. If you've got enough money, you can get players. But the coaching is going to be what separates a lot. John Shire, hey, he's got all the talent. He's going to win a lot of games. When things are tight, that's when the coaching comes into play. And normally, that hasn't been enough. Wade has to be better for us to win bigger games. This is how I feel and how I felt all year. That has not changed. We're doing all of this harping on the players getting better and needing to improve. The coach needs to do the same thing. Until we see that improvement, this inconsistency that he's talking about with our team is going to lay on him. He's the reason that this is continuing to happen. As always, Pack Nation, tell me how you feel. Okay? Share your thoughts. And please stay tuned in because the preview for Carolina is coming. And we all know Mindset Monday is going to be very tough this week. But I'll do my best. To the Impact Nation, go Pack.